Hello and welcome to this month's Curator's Pick video at the Deere-Wiman House and Butterworth Center. My name is Gretchen Small and I hope you enjoy the artifact that I've selected for this month. I'm going to share with you a special painting that I've always enjoyed, and I also like the artist a lot. I'm going to share a little bit about the artist and show you the painting, but most of the video is going to be sharing with you the interesting back of the painting. Here is our lovely painting. It hangs today in the Deere-Wiman House master bedroom. We know that the artist was Alexander Francis Harmer, and that Harmer was born in New Jersey in 1856 and died in 1925 in Santa Barbara, California. Sometimes he's remembered as Southern California's first great painter of the 19th century. Now, this particular painting is called San Marcos Pass, and the plate at the bottom reads, Old Stagecoach Road, Santa Barbara to San Ynez, California. This painting is not dated. It's signed Alex Harmer, but I'm placing this probably in the late 1800s, turn of the century. We know that Harmer took a special interest in painting the old Mexican missions or California missions from the late 1800s and that period. If you want to learn more about Harmer, go ahead and Google him, or I've taken such a liking to doing research about Harmer that a future blog on www.butterworthcenter.com, if you go there, click on blog up on the top menu, and you'll see all of the past blogs, and I hope in another month or so to post one about Harmer and show this painting again, but also 3 additional paintings that we own by Harmer. Now, why did the Butterworths and the Wymans and maybe the Deers purchase a total of 4 Harmer paintings? We do know that the family had a winter home in the Santa Barbara area. Maybe they knew Harmer, or maybe they just became familiar with his artwork, and that's where it began. Let's look at the back of the painting next. So here we are with the back side of this painting. First time I turned this painting over, I was pretty surprised by what I saw. Beautiful finished wood in this grid pattern. I had never come across something like this before. And so I sent a picture off to an art conservator friend of mine, and I said, have you ever seen anything like this? She did some checking. She had not herself seen this, but she thought she knew what it was. And she sent me a link to an article about cradling. That's C-R-A-D-L-I-N-G, cradling paintings. And it was used in the process of painting artwork on wooden panels. I was really surprised because I Googled cradling and found some other pictures. Yep, it looked like ours, except that the finish look of the wood was not there. And ours, it's beautiful woodwork and varnished. with just a beautiful craftsmanship. And so I thought, okay, now I know what it is, but the next thing I needed to do was to take it apart and see what was underneath. And I had not realized that this could possibly be a painting on wood. I did a little bit of research about Harmer. His artwork was on canvas, it was on paper, he did oil, he did watercolor, engravings, but he did do some work on wood. I found just a couple of examples in my search on wood. But let's zoom in just a little bit so you can see this wonderful woodwork up close before we take it apart. So here I've got the painting on my work table. One thing I wanted to add about cradling, why did artists do this? From what I've read, by mounting this cradle of wood with the grid system on the back, it supported the wood artwork and kept it from warping over time. It's affixed completely to the wood, as you'll see in just a little bit. Now, since I'm operating this one-handed, I'm going to stop the camera for a little bit and I'll take all the brackets off so that we can pull up the painting. So here we are with the painting out of the frame. We saw the cradle, the cradling on the back, and now we have the painting completely out where we can see the edge of the board, where really it's painted on a board and then those crossbars are attached right to the frame so that the cradle could be created. What an interesting process. I didn't realize, I've read that old masters used cradling when they did paintings on boards, but here was Alexander Harmer doing it in the late 1800s, turn of the century, on boards, but he sure did do a beautiful job on the finish work. I love the painting, but I almost like the back of the painting just as well. So I hope you enjoyed learning about this particular Alex Harmer painting and about cradling. And again, join us next month for another Curator's Pick video, and check in a month or so on our website under our blog for further information about the other 3 paintings that we own from Alexander Harmer.